Yeah, hi. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of People's Mike. Introduce yourself.
My name is Paul. I just walked in here, and this is my first time in the People's Podcast.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
He's more excited about this
I
than
am. Super. You will be. By the end, you will be. Because you made my day.
I mean, I like the idea. I like the concept. I can only imagine like 5 people are watching this.
That's it. If that. It's Barack Obama. He's our only viewer.
No,
but in a year, it's going to be 50,000. Like
that's
that one thing is going to happen.
What number will make you happy? Because I used to do this kind of shit, and then I was like, well, what if 5's just the win? What if 5 is the victory?
It's more who. I don't know. I just
what
like
doing.
Goals I don't know. I want to see a whole bunch of these and then look back and be like, yo, I did a lot of shit. I don't care about numbers.
So you're like busy for busy's sake?
Yeah.
Blind ambition?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. I'm very calculated with the shit I do.
Some people are, and I was like, I don't care about the numbers because I like to look back on it and be like, hey, look what I added to it. Look what I did.
No, that's good. I like the concept of curating content is a good idea. So I put myself in front of a lot of cameras and it just seemed ridiculous. Yeah. But then I look back and at the very least I enjoy watching it.
Absolutely.
And that's something. There might be some narcissism there, but that comes with the territory if you're going to be in this
I want to be great at of course, the comedy, but of course, the social media aspect of it.
I fucking hate social media.
There's holes in it.
I hate it.
But like blogging, I'm not good at. I don't. There's no. There's things I like. Like if I was a better editor, I'd put more videos up like this. Like this is easy. Like I can post that up. The things that I would like to happen, I can add to it. Right. When this grows, the production value could of course grow, but I like this. I like to do as much as I can with as much as control.
I can't stand social media. I'm off Facebook.
Yeah.
Every so often I'll log in just to see what my ex-wife's up to, and then you like immediately get off. You fucking deactivate.
Yeah.
But I always activate and deactivate. So Mark Zuckerberg's probably got this log in his thing of some guy out in the middle of the woods, Oklahoma, who's got an account for half a day and then he doesn't have an account.
You can deactivate. That's crazy.
You can delete. The delete is the hard. That's death.
Okay.
There's death. Like you can just kill yourself on Facebook and there's no resurrection. Wow. But then there's the soft deactivate where you're just not visible. You're in a holding pattern. All your friends are still there. It's waiting for you.
I tried that.
That's soft though. That's so like if you really want to blow your brains out on Facebook, you got to do the delete. And they give you like a 40-day countdown.
Yeah, they say you sure?
You sure? Yeah. We'll give you a 40-day window. And they'll email you 15 days out. They'll be like, this thing's going. Like you're going to die. Like we're pulling all the wires.
Wow.
No turning back. And I did that. So if I log into Facebook, it's like I got 0 friends.
I had an old account, which before this kind of social media, of this super promotion, right? I used to throw parties in college, and I used to invite. There was a limit of how many people you can invite.
Okay.
So it was like 50 people. I was like,
is that just a fire code or something?
I don't a limit to Facebook, like how many invites you get per day, and then they limited like, hey, you're doing too much. You're inviting too many people. But I was like, I know thousands of people. I'm in college. Right? And I was like, who? You can tell at that time that they never promoted a party. Like, they weren't a social person.
Well, Mark Zuckerberg probably couldn't find 50 people to come to a freaking party.
He was like, that's too many. You're doing too much. You want to come to my
little Scrabble championship over in Harvard basement.
Yeah. And I was like, who is running this shit that you think that we're just going to 50? But I used to do that a bunch of times, and then they were like, yeah, we're deleting your account.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they deleted
they called
foul
play. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you've been like...
I've been deleted. I had an account.
Swatted by the man.
Swept. And I was like, I want that account back because I like that account.
I don't know. I used to do that. Like I'd have comedy shows. I used to do stand up in the city.
Yeah.
And but you do the invite. It's so depressing when you have a show and then you got to invite your friends and all that crap. So you like put together like an event. Like Paul's having a show. Yeah. Like come watch me fucking tell jokes.
Yeah.
Because I can't.
You have your core, and then you make sure that the amount of people you need are there.
Yeah.
And then you invite them out.
I just want to be so ridiculously good that like somebody's like, I want to do that for you. You know, like I want.
That's the point. That's the goal.
I'd rather just be like
the machine.
Just go into a room and like some Jew in fucking LA is just like, I need this guy on everything I own.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And he does everything. Like I just need that.
But you got to talk enough until they find you.
Yeah, that's the point. I hear you. And and I know about New York. Like getting stage time here is so hard. It's very hard. And,
how long you been here?
I used to live here.
Story. Where you from? Where'd you start?
I used to live in New York for like 10 years.
Okay.
I've been out of the New York comedy scene for like 7 or 8 years. I was back when Mark Norman, Dan St. Germain, all those guys are now in LA. They got spots and everything. I thought they were all right. I got like a Montreal audition my first year. Yeah. But I blew it. Like I got drunk the night before. I showed up a week late for work.
Beautiful.
Because I'm like, I'm going to go to Montreal. Like, why do I have to? I was working at Morgan Stanley. And that's how I got into comedy, because I was walking around all these comedy clubs. I hated my job. Hated it. And so I was like, I'll do these stand-up shows. And so I started.
You just walked into one?
Well, I started doing the mics. I took a class. That's so...
You took the class.
I can't admit to that. I fucking took a class. I took 3 classes. That was like, it's so lame.
I don't know how
I hated myself the second I got into the classes.
I did stand up in acting. So in acting, when I was in a film school, I took some acting classes.
Oh, okay.
And then we had to do write a stand up set. But I never actually took I started in Philly. So
Philly's a great city.
When I met the guy who was teaching classes, I was like, I don't want to learn from that guy. You know?
Right.
Like I want to learn from a monster.
Yeah, maybe it was. I had a woman. I don't want to. This is going to get controversial, but I had a female teacher. I don't think female comics are that good.
God damn.
Sorry, I'm sorry I went there, but there's like
one hand. There's not one. There's not one. You're like, she's hilarious. Right on time. You know when you start talking shit. One comes in the room and she's like, "What the fuck are we talking about?" Same with black people. We talk about black people.
I'll talk about black people all day long.
Repeat what you just said, so she can argue. Come here, Andy. You want to hang out with me? Come, please.
To just watch you guys.
Yeah, just in an empty room.
So how's this work? You're gonna boot me off stage?
No. You're here. I got an empty seat. Whoever jumps in, jumps on. So this is super relaxed. I want the.
I'm like nervous. I got kicked out of a strip club last night.
That's what this is right now.
Yeah,
this is about
not. This is your punishment. I guarantee you. You look like a Victorian,
she does.
Prudish 19th
like
century.
I did not come to this podcast to be roasted.
No, I'm putting compliments.
This is so upsetting.
You look like a vampire hunter or like a.
What time's the funeral? Come on, stop.
Shut the fuck up.
Introduce
yourself. Come here.
Hi, my name's Anna Bianco.
Okay, move over. Get in this light.
No, this is my good half.
This is your good half. Now. So you represent all women right now.
That's
so
fair.
Repeat what you said.
Oh yeah, I was saying women aren't funny. I don't find them funny. Like
sounds like a you problem.
It could be. It is a you. It's a me problem. But that's a very diplomatic way. I'll totally agree. I'll fall on the sword for that. It's a me problem. I just can't find myself. I don't know what it is.
I did a
There are women who have made me laugh, but it's unfortunate. You're almost like, I don't know. I can't. Well, I'd have to see your material. A lot of time. All right.
No,
first of all,
I'm not funny. That's not the issue.
I'm not saying, but like a lot of times, the broads will get up on stage and just be like, there's just like talk about the period or some kind of. They just go like into whore territory, like 0 to whore, like in 5 seconds.
There is so much to unpack in 0 to 4.
I didn't know what I was doing. Sometimes, you know what?
But I think like I'm so old fashioned. I came out of a time portal or something. I should be born in. I would have been better in like the 1850s. This is not my year.
I feel like women have to be funnier than men because there's a scientific study that says women talk 1,500 words per second.
Well, that's their problem. That's not a good thing.
But men listen at 500 words per second. So I don't think it's
which lab coat.
I did this when I first started comedy. It was like because I was like, why do men think that women aren't funny? Then that came up, and I was like, like overall, it makes sense.
Well, all humor is subjective, right? And it's about like your experience. So you maybe don't think women are so funny because you're not super familiar with like the female experience or interested in it.
No, I mean that's right. But okay, to your point though, this is gonna get philosophical though, because you're saying it's subjective. I think so. That you know the phrase "truth in comedy," like it's funny because it's true.
Yeah.
All right, so I believe in an objective truth. This is gonna, and now in today's world, like everybody's got personal truths. So like this is true for me, and like I feel like a woman on Thursday, so I'm gonna dress like this, and I'm a guy on Friday, and everything's like wishy-washy. Really. But we're kind of blurring the lines at this point in 2019 with like everybody's got a personal set of truths. But I believe in like objective truth. Like you can 2 + 2 = 4. Like you can believe it equals 5. You can feel like it equals 5. It's fucking 4, and that line of truth is objective. So you're right in saying there is a subjective. Man, there's so much. This is why I almost blew my brains out, like getting into comedy. And I thought about it so much, but now I live in the woods in Oklahoma. I have a cabin.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm gonna go to LA. Like I'm gonna.
You're all over the place. You go.
I have a job where I can work from anywhere. I'm a coder, so I can code. Like I do the computer thing.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So
it didn't happen overnight.
in like a.
I just do like the little like.
In a box in Oklahoma?
You know, yeah, and there's cows in my backyard and horses. So I went from the Upper East Side to Oklahoma.
Okay.
It's so good. Are you never mind.
Do it. Ask it.
Nothing.
Ask it. Please ask it. Please ask it. Do it. Open up the box. That's what you're here for.
Are you educated? Did you go to college?
Do you think this dress goes to people who didn't go to college?
I just wanted to know. Like, I think that's...
You're told. Anything you say is going to be offensive from this point on. Are you educated?
I mean, it doesn't happen all the time. I live in the woods. Not all the women go to college. They, like, have children at, like, 17. They have, like, tons of them. It's awesome.
I think you're too busy to come sit in a dark room if you have children when you're 17.
Yeah.
No, well, yeah, no, you don't have, like, 17 children, or you're not 17, are you? How old are you?
I'm 25.
You're like an NYU grad, though, right?
Yes.
Obviously.
You wanted them reading women.
Hold on, let me guess the major. Should I guess the major? Let's guess the major. Double major, obviously ambitious. Psychology and communications?
No.
Not even close?
No.
Literature? American lit?
No.
Fucking, what did you do, science?
No.
Did you go to school? Like, what were you studying? You spend your whole days in the cafeteria?
I'm an actor.
You're an actor. It's New York. That's right.
I keep forgetting it's like called school. Like you said you went to college, and then you said I was in film school or whatever.
Yeah,
that's
I was in film school.
That's like camp.
But I did graphic design, minor graphic design.
Yeah, that's
African American studies. Man, I was all over the place too.
Acting's a craft, but it's not. I don't like.
I thought I was going to make movies, and then when I took a film class and I saw the presentation of African American films, I wanted to be in. I was switching lanes to make sure I had a great presentation, so I went into graphic design, and then I didn't really do shit with it because I wanted to throw parties and I got into this shit and then radio.
I went to Cornell and my parents were like, "There's no way you're taking an acting class." I had to take like a real major, not from their standpoint. I wanted to do acting. I'm back.
I took acting. What was the transition? I got on stage because I thought it was. I got into comedy because I thought it was going to be cheaper acting classes. They were like, you should get on stage, you get in front of people. It's like acting.
But acting sucks because you always have to read somebody else's stuff. Stand-up's better because you can write your own script, so to speak.
I wanted my own.
You get all the things. Stand-up's better. It's just I don't even watch movies anymore. I call them juvies. The whole industry is just like completely.
What?
It's just.
Wait, break down that word. What words are being combined there?
Jews.
Tell me more. What does that mean?
Jews run Hollywood? I don't know. I mean,
that's actually the name of the podcast today, which is a great word. Juvies.
Wait.
Are you offended? No,
I think you're stupid.
Stupid word. You don't like juvies.
Juvies.
You just said women aren't funny and there's objective truth, but the Jews run Hollywood.
That's objectively true. I can find Are you laughing like? Are you cackling or laughing like we've got it? We've got them.
What is wrong with you?
But he lives in Oklahoma in a box.
I don't have to. Yeah, I'm safe. Like I'm good. I don't have
to
deal with
it. He comes in and he says, "Hey, these are ideas that I had." And
I got kicked out of a
truth.
Yeah, objective truth. But that's true though. The Jews do run Hollywood. I'm not saying that's their mandate. Like they have to do something, right? They can't.
What? Their mandate?
They got to run Hollywood.
They run the show. That's their show.
No.
All right,
Rich people run Hollywood, but that's not like the Venn diagram has overlap, but it's not exclusively Jewish.
All right.
The stereotype is that they run Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's the stereotype.
But the stereotype is sometimes usually based on truth. Not all of them. Not all of them. No. There are a lot of stereotypes that are just out there. But 9 times out of 10, like if you picture like an Asian guy pissing in the street,
definitely a secret society.
Oh yeah, dude. So that's another reason why I'm big into conspiracy. Like I lived in like.
I mean, I took a class in college, and that had me watch movies differently. And they were like, I keep forgetting the word.
Predictive programming?
Not programming, but adjust us to different ideas.
Ever since I stopped watching all the...
Because there's certain movies, and they'll say, if this is in the movie, this idea is like, if you see the Capitol, it's like something that's coming with the government.
Foreshadowing? Yeah.
There's always like certain
so it's like a symbolism
montages.
Class?
Yeah, symbolism. So there's certain montages you'll see in movies, and like, why was that in there? It's like a picture of the Capitol, a picture of pyramids or something like that.
Yeah, that's
like,
the Illuminati. They always have that.
Yeah, it'll be like a flash. Even the first one that made me go, "Oh shit," was in Bad Boys, and they were on the wall. They have all the wanted signs, and this is before 9/11, and they had just regular like drug kingpins, and then they had Osama bin Laden, and then out of nowhere, just a little shot in the middle of Bad Boys. You can go back and see it.
Dude, that's all over.
Right?
This is going to get a lot more views now. If you go on the conspiracy thread, people like you say like stand up comedy, nobody will watch it. You say like 9/11 conspiracy.
I don't want to be that guy. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't want a guy in black to come in and with a fucking come on, man, and walk out. Man, you went too far. I want them to put like hit me with the mind forget drug, and I don't want none of that.
Like, would you take fame if
you only the mind forget? I hope they bust it.
Come in.
Would you sell your soul? Like, would you be like one of the?
I want to get as close to the line. No, there was a guy in. I did so much dumb shit in college. There was a guy who had like. He was in a fraternity, and they were like, all the Freemasons were trying to get him to join, and then he had all these books, and I picked up one of the books, and it was like the book from remember Heroes, the cartoon guy?
Maybe.
He had all the future shit. It was like Obama was in it. It was like 2000. It was like a black president, and all this other stuff was supposed to happen, and I was like, I should put this book away. And he was like, these are books that were like. Supposed to be illegal.
So crazy,
I don't know what the fuck. It just
wait. Hold on. How is that not crazy? It's insane.
Did they predict that a black president was going to happen? Like the demographics of the country are changing. It's
a little thing that I can't.
No, they knew Trump. There's a movie from 1940.
Yeah,
1940 is this movie. It's about a guy who comes into a town. He's like a snake oil salesman. His name is Trump. All right. He's going to save the people from like foreign invasions. And he's going to build a wall, and they kill him.
Wow.
They shoot him. But like there's so much of that in Lebowski, the Big Lebowski scene in this movie. So Jeff Bridges is writing a check, and George Washington, me and my fucking presidents. Yeah. George Bush is on the television, and he's giving a speech about like the 10,000 points of light. And Lebowski writes a check, and the date, 9/11. The 9/11 date shows up in so many movies. Back to the Future, it's all over. Huh. Back to the Future, 9/11, predictive programming.
But that doesn't mean that you're predicting 9/11. That just means maybe there's something about that number that
right. So there's like an occultic organization at the top. They love numbers.
No,
They're
but
really
like
into it.
Osama bin Laden went to school in the West. Like he would have seen that number a lot. Maybe that's why he chose it, because somewhere in the back of his head he was like, "Oh, this is a good day." Saw it in the Big Lebowski.
You're buying hook, line, and sinker like what the media says. Like you believe the news.
That's me. I just love the news.
Yeah, all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
I love the news.
That's another personal problem of mine. I'm just I'm calling bullshit on the news like all day long. I don't watch that at all.
Did you see Vice? Have you seen Vice?
I don't watch. What do you mean, Vice News?
Vice is the Dick Cheney biopic.
No, I don't watch movies.
No.
Yeah.
It just seems like a lot. This whole
don't watch
it
movies.
Seems like a lot of work for very little payoff.
What do you mean? Like I'm just like dismissing so many different things. It actually kind of liberates your creativity.
No, not that. I mean, this conspiracy theory that like all these people are going into setting up the world. That's a lot of work for like a totally fine world. It just makes me feel less
awful about not paying my taxes. You know, if like we just don't get around to it. You know, like I'll get around to paying my taxes, but like they'll get around to maybe showing us a little bit better footage of that moon landing. Well, you just got to see that.
Why do you care about the moon landing? Pay for roads.
I don't like it. Are you indifferent? Are you just one of these blasé like indifference?
I care more about a road working than the moon landing.
You're what's your birthday?
May 20th.
May 20th. Gemini?
Is it like
Cancer?
Taurus? Is that your birthday?
No.
Oh.
No. Just clapping. Doug just supports. Like there's people who just
this guy seems reality. Like he knows what's up. Are you like one of those conspiracy guys?
I think that you're wasting your time thinking about the moon landing.
I didn't waste too much time. I wasted like 15 minutes, but then I
mean, even if
you got to make a call.
The point of them faking the moon landing is just to trick the rest of the world that we got there first, right?
And the Cold War. It's not like it
doesn't
matter if we did or not.
If we cheated, America's big cheaters.
There's so much. This is why I live in the woods, though, because I need to have my way of thinking of the world.
But you should worry about 9/11. That is one thing.
It was a total inside job.
You think it was just two planes and then
no, that was CGI.
I think it was CGI.
Yeah, that was CGI.
So nobody died.
That's a lot of people to lie about having seen it.
There's tons of Freemasons. Like there's like more There was an anti-Masonic party in 1830 that ran against like this political organization, just one of them, not Democrat, not Republican, just like anti-Masonic. And they just shut their doors. They're like, there's way too many Masons. It was already overly saturated in the government and the military with Masons that they gave up in 1830. You think it's like less saturated now, and there's just a lot of good old boys?
Dude, I've been to the Masonic library. It's just a normal library.
You are their like mascot. They love you. You just like they love you. They love you. They pay you.
Different
yeah,
they pay
I like
you.
this. I like it. I like it. I like it.
You're the person. You should be a newscaster. That goes on the air and says everything's fine. Freemasonry's great, and they do that now. They have these little. Even if you do YouTube,
I only watch the news before they edit it in the morning.
If you go on YouTube and
first thing in the morning,
Google.
The news is wrong.
Now they start to come up with
that's funny.
They come up with little snippets of information about like Freemasons, moon landing, any kind of conspiratorial thing. Google.
Getting the information from YouTube is too loud. You don't know.
Jimmy, there's a volume button.
It's too much. It's too much.
I call it. You know what I call it?
I like watching the news before 5.
I don't call it YouTube. I call it YouTube. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking around.
Did you feel her cringe? She's not even Jewish. She just cringes because I called her. I thought she was Jewish before. She's like, I'm not Jewish. I just right. She looks like a direct descendant of Anne Frank. Like
I've been doing a joke now, and it starts with this guy said he knew I was Jewish because I look so much like Anne Frank.
Yeah, fuck.
There's a lot of meat on the Anne Frank bone. There's a lot there. Comedically, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
It's hard when the nose is on both sides of the war.
Italian.
There's actually a conspiracy like that
Bianco.
book might have been ghostwritten.
Who?
The Anne Frank book.
Like, why is it so unbelievable that the book's not written especially well? It's just like a nice experience.
A nice experience?
Sweet
this is great. You know what I like to do with my Sundays? Hiding in a cupboard.
Why is it so much more believable that there's...
Guys, if you can grab a chair from the outside, whatever chairs are out there, just bring them in. We got to take them back after the mic. No, this was good. I didn't mean to break up that energy. Fuck was I going to say?
Anne Frank was ghostwritten. Go ahead.
But why is it... That's so much work for something that's totally believably written by a child.
Yeah. I just like the truth. Like, even if it takes...
You have no proof!
Somebody, no, I don't think a child wrote the book.
It was heavily edited. Her dad definitely...
Yeah.
It's like a movie. Like, actors do their performance, but really the editor makes the movie.
Yeah, okay.
There's no chairs out there.
There's
like 2 chairs.
Yeah, whatever. We'll make it work. We'll sit on the floor. We'll be together as one.
New Year's Eve.
They have it's New Year's Eve, so they have an event here because unlike comedians, like real people party and shit.
No.
So they're gonna have a big party and they put all the chairs outside. I should start with that. You believe in aliens?
No. Do you?
I mean, statistically, there's probably an alien somewhere, but I think that if we ever meet them, we're fucked. I mean, like, look at what people did every time they went to a new place. They like took stuff.
I feel like all of our monster movies are alien races.
Racist against aliens?
No, just like vampires. I believe there's an alien race of vampires,
and I'm the guy who's nuts. Like I'm the crazy one because I think
these things had to come from somewhere, like the Loch Ness monster or all that shit. I think
vampires are like people who would die of tuberculosis and then get buried. And when you dig them up afterwards, you'd see like blood around the mouth a lot of the time. Sometimes they would actually be sitting up physically. And so like there are
zombies.
Have you guys ever looked into into the flat Earth? Have you done the flat Earth? Have you taken that ride?
No, not at all.
It's a good ride.
Not at all.
It's like the capstone of all conspiracies.
No, I'm
like
good.
if you,
I'm
you,
good.
you
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Everybody wants to sleep in like a little spaceship
Flat
and
Earthers?
like have their NASA PJs.
They
want that to all be real.
People want to sleep in their spaceship. You live in a place like a house in Oklahoma.
No, but that's real. Like I milk fucking cows for actual milk. Like things happen and like it's real. Like I taste the milk.
Believe that the Earth is flat.
It's tough. Like I'm like.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like a biblical interpretation.
Most white guys don't. That's
most
right?
white guys. Any broader brush.
Yeah. The most fun racism that's ever happened.
Most white guys.
Case in point, it's
women are funny. You the women are funny guy.
I did open this.
White guys go from 0 to sucking dick so fast. You guys, listen. That's my bit. So fast.
You're clearly one of those clean comics.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, that's disgusting.
Blaspheming.
No. A lot of these guys, right?
I was talking about God with the bathroom.
No, look at that face.
I was at a strip club last night, and I believe in God, but I was looking for my wife, and she's working there. We're getting divorced.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting divorced. She's a whore.
This whole God damn.
But I got in a fight. Eventually, I just wanted to leave, and I don't know how to leave a place sometimes. If it's a strip club, you're like, how do I get kicked out of here? So I just got in a tangle with this guy, and we just started. I've been watching boxing, so I was like, I can be a boxer tonight, you know? And I did. He was giving me grief because he's like, that seat's taken, but nobody was in the seat. And he was from the Dominican Republic, and he had a Latin temper. And so the seat was there. I was like, well, I'm going to sit in this seat, and then when the guy comes whose seat it is, I'm going to get up for him, you know? And he didn't like that idea. He's like, get up now. I was like, no, I'm just going to. And he kept like trying to. And he started getting handsy. I was like, this is awesome. I'll just start freaking going after this guy. So eventually I like throw the seat down and like push him away. And I was like, come on. And I give him one of these things with like let's go. And then the DJ comes out of the DJ. The DJ comes out of the booth. Fucking this Rasta man like does a voodoo curse on both of us and kicks me out. And then eventually I like blew my cover. I'm like, my fucking wife works here. This place sucks, you know.
She was a stripper.
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Yeah. Well,
they should have known you did. You'd be like, my wife was a stripper.
I haven't seen her in like 6 months.
You were stalking her?
No. I'm in the middle of fucking woods in Oklahoma, and she's like texting me like, my stage name tonight was Christmas. I'm like, fuck you. Oh shit. Yeah. So I had to go home and just like deal with that and like see it, and now it's not as bad. It's like I had to see it in person, you know. Like I had to see my wife.
Christmas name. Give it up for Christmas.
Oh, it's such a terrible. It ruined the whole holiday.
She could give everyone presents. Nice.
Oh, you naughty or nice? Yeah.
Disgusting. You should be a fucking stripper. They're hiring. You know?
You're so much fun.
I'm such a miserable fuck.
What the
fuck? I'm so miserable.
What? No, I gotta start.
You should take
screening people for this. Yeah. But I do it for this reason. But
this is going to be your best one, though.
Yeah, it's going to be okay. I would say this might be the one that shuts them all down. I'm waiting for that one where they come like, we can't do this anymore. The bar
where YouTube censors it. They like because they have listeners on YouTube for different sizzle points.
Yeah,
where they'll go in there.
Their copyrights, but I don't really use music. But I'm waiting for the bar to come in and be like, look, we can't. This is too much.
Is this mic hot and it's going out there?
No, not yet.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Not that great yet.
Okay,
don't worry about it.
Because I would be.
It's okay.
There's like women out there working and stuff, and they're trying.
It should be though.
I know that's great, but I just don't want to. You don't know you're saying things back here, and you think you're talking.
Put a speaker outside so people walking by can know what's going on.
No, I was in Memphis last week, and I did that. They have speakers like that in Memphis. I play music. So I got on the stage. I was playing some music. This guy gave me his guitar, but you could bark in the people from Beale Street and be like, "Come on in." Yeah. So I finished my song, and there were 4 people in this bar, and then I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna try and bark some audience in." I go, "Half-price margaritas, come on in." And the guy who owns the bar, he goes, "Does
that ever work?"
"No, we don't have half-price margaritas." I was like, "Oh shit!" Yeah, he's like, "We don't have those." And I'm in the fucking middle of Memphis, with some other guy's guitar. I was like, "No, margaritas." I'm terrible at barking. I barked once for my own show at freaking the shitty clubs in Times Square. Uh-huh. Where they're like, you can be a comic. You want to be a comic? Yeah, be a comic. And then stand on a fucking street corner for 8 hours and fucking sell tickets to
carny
shit.
Like some guys have done that. I was like,
I hate.
Have you done it?
Gig.
Yeah.
It's
you look like one of those. You look like a Times Square. Yeah.
Where you got to wear a sign and just be like, come to my show, come show, free tickets.
When I hear those guys, I cringe. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's Broadway.
Like that's a low.
Who's the ringleader of that hustle? He's Aaron.
A guy named Andre Dunn. And we did coke a lot together.
Wow. Wow. Fuck you, Peter Wong. Peter Wong, I'll tell you the story later. Peter Wong made me walk out of my way to find dumplings in Chinatown.
Were they good?
I never found them. I was just walking around Chinatown getting angrier and angrier at Peter. And then I was like, I didn't want to ask any of the Asians where the Asian restaurant is because I was like, maybe it's racist.
Make too much sense.
Yeah, because I couldn't find one. I was like, you can't navigate yourself into a restaurant. I was asking, I was like, does anybody know where the fucking Vanessa's is? And nobody would make eye contact.
That would be a really good way to get back at you for all the Asian jokes that I might.
Fuck! Then I was like, why are there no Chinese restaurants in Chinatown? None. There's one that has ducks in the window. I was like, nobody.
Oh, you're saying you're looking for the.
I want the one in Harlem with the white sign that says Kung Fu.
Yes, like King Walk or something.
Yeah,
I'm working on a.
That's the McDonald's of Chinese restaurants in the hood. Every 2 blocks, there's a King Walk 2, King Walk 1. Right in Chinatown, none. There's hole in the wall. They sell alien meat. It's not even real places. These fronts for the Triad or something. Every store is the same. I was like, who the fuck shops here? How do you get food from these fucking? Who eats duck in here? Who has ever?
You wouldn't eat a duck?
You went to the. Nobody eats duck. Black people don't fucking eat duck.
The other dark meat.
No black person say, "Can I have that duck in the window that's circling around like it's being lynched?" They want to string the fucking duck. I was like, I'm not eating that racist duck.
That's why we go up to Harlem, we make fucking fried chicken in the fucking sweet and sour sauce.
Yes. Thank you very much. And
have you ever taken the Chinatown bus?
Yes. I wrote a script about that bus.
I have a whole. I'm working on a bit on that. But
it's called the China bus.
I bought it. I'm going to look at you like it's your line, but and my grievances are with you, but I bought a ticket, and this lady, she tells me, when I buy the ticket, she just looks at me, she goes, no refund.
Oh, no?
That was addressed.
You don't get your money back.
Be in Philly and be
no matter what happens.
You know what, Chang?
We don't know.
Right around Philly.
No insurance on that bus.
They would shoot you.
There's no logos. It's just a white bus.
You think you're going to tweet about a bad experience on Chinatown bus and get your money back?
Shit. Hold on.
Did your battery die?
I don't know what happened.
God forbid we missed that racist title.
For mine or yours?
Both.
I mean, I'm really just here for aesthetics. If the camera's off, I could go back.
No, you can't go anywhere.
I was talking about the refund policy on Chinatown bus, and it's ridiculous that they even mention it. I mean, the driver would shoot you and bill your family for the bullet if you gave any lip.
But they never crash, though, has it?
They never crash, and they don't even drive it. They go to the bathroom while the thing's driving. The driver will go to the bathroom while the thing's driving. They're magicians.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I've seen it. They just put a little.
They should use the driverless China.
And there's no security on any bus line. Like you could take a Greyhound and they just get mad at you. You're not on the bus.
Those are the best.
You could be working on a pipe bomb like in the terminal, and they'd be like, "Work on the pipe bomb on the bus. Get on the bus. Do that on the bus."
Remember the Feng Hua bus? It was a bus that went from New York to Boston, and it was Chinese, and it was notorious for like crashing. They'd always tip over.
Did it crash?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah. You should look it up. They had to stop it because they crashed too many times. I'm serious. It was like a $5 bus ride.
What'd you say, Peter?
Huh?
You writing text? What the fuck?
Nah, he just showed me a picture of his asshole.
Okay, good job. He's an asshole. I don't like that shit. What do you say?
You said, "Who's gonna believe you?" It's totally.
Yeah, fuck it. I hate you guys. Fuck it. I want to be able to flash that on the screen, but like, here's Peter's asshole. We got. Thank you very much. You made this everything that I thought it was gonna be. Give it up for them one more. Wait, not yet. I'm sorry. Tell them where they can find you online.
Anna Kane Bianco on Twitter and Instagram.
Paul, I'm in the woods. Don't look for me. I don't know. I don't do the whole like social. I'm not plugging anything.
You don't
yet.
do.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready to be seen yet. I'm not ready to be seen. I'm not ready yet. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my fucking swan song. I don't know. I just don't want it.
Fucking guy. That's why you.
I don't do the whole. It just ruins art when you promote yourself.
You one of those people ruins art.
Money.
It's a business.
Jews. They all ruin
and
art.
that's why
Money Jews ruin art.
No, I'm sorry.
I gotta end this before we fucking get into another hole. Give it up for these guys one more time. You can find this on iHeartRadio, Spotify, JimmyPeoples.com. You're on social media. I'm sorry.
I know.
Sorry.
I'm not going to do like first name, last name.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel, J Peoples TV. We're here every day, Monday to Friday. It's the New Year. We didn't talk about that at all, but because I hate holidays. And good job. We won't get into it. We're back here on Wednesday after all the bullshit's over and all the people who died the day before the New Year die. There's always that group of people, right, that don't make it. You ever watch that list?
No.
Okay, just me. What else? The mic. We're here every day, Idle Shrunken Head, Monday to Friday, 3 o'clock. And we'll go from there. Give it up for them one more time. Thank you.